It's Ports a Call waterfront dining, award-winning service and cuisine with a view of the dynamic L.A. harbor from every seat. For reservations and directions, visit portsacalldining.com or call 310-833-3553.
Scotty, energize.
Energize.
Unfiltered, unfazed, unscripted, unabashed, undeniably energized. The Lonn Friend Podcast, June 7th, 2016. I'm not on your radar. I'm under your desk. And I could see that you're not wearing panties. Thank you. So I came to LA, had some things to do, felt like, hey, Mike Stark, can I come to the studio and just do a show? And he said, yeah, dude, this studio is open 24/7 for Lonn Friend. And thank you. So I got some tunes to play you. Obviously, this is a apocalyptic day. It's a primary day, and whenever you get around to listening to this, it doesn't matter. We're in an on-demand world. You listen to it at your leisure. I'm just going to say some shit, and I'm going to offer some perspective, and I've got some things to read to you that are very interesting, because these are very, very terrifying times we are living in. I have this theory that it's possible that not only do we need rock and roll and music to make our lives better, for escapism, for healing from difficult emotional times, to lift us out of health crises, but I think we may need rock and roll to save the planet right now. You may have to tune out all of the noise that's coming at you through every medium possible, given our incredible technological prowess here in the world, that our iPhones hold the universe in your hand. And you may just have to kind of like get out of CNN.com and BuzzFeed and go right into your Apple Music or whatever tunes you need to listen to, and not let the poison rhetoric and the madness tear apart what's good about the world. Because there's a lot of good in the world. And artists reflect that in their creations. And I was born a child of the Beatles. I've told this story both in print and verbally countless times, that on February 9th, 1964, in Sherman Oaks, California, in a duplex apartment that was $110 a month, not long after my parents' divorce, I was 7 years old, and I was watching the TV, and there in black and white was this funny man introducing these four mop-tops musicians from England. And that next day, I went out and I bought this album called Meet the Beatles, and that's pretty much, that's it. Now, all the blanks that get filled in by me personally are a career in rock journalism and media, and a lot of years of hitting potholes on the road less traveled, 2 memoirs. So these dates that are coming up that mean something to me are on July the 11th, it'll be the 10th anniversary of the release of my first book, Life on Planet Rock, out of print for many years. Despite the foreword by Lars Ulrich, there was tepid sales, but that's okay because I'm not in this for the money. And Rip Magazine, which was birthed in December 1986, Larry Flint Publications, which I took over in its 7th issue in 1987, will see its 30th anniversary at the end of the year. And my friend Chris Bush, who owns the trademark, Austin, Texas, a D.C.-trained intellectual property attorney with a heavy metal heart, brilliant. He's resurrected the Rip brand via his robust social media efforts. The Rip Magazine Facebook page, the official Rip Magazine Facebook page, is approaching 60,000 visit users. On July 29th, I will hit 60. So I asked this universal question: will you still need me? Will you still feed me? I'm not even going to ponder 64. I'm just trying to get to 60. So on the day that Geddy Lee celebrates his birthday, I will be celebrating my 60th birthday. And I got a really nice note from Slash, because I said I'm going to throw a small party in Las Vegas where I live, and I wanted him to come, but he's on the road, and he sent me a nice birthday. He says, "I'm sorry, dude, I can't be at your party, but hey, man, it's going to be great." You know, Slash played the Rip parties. Now, this isn't going to be a Rip party. It's just an intimate gathering of people who I want around me that I could share my survival and maybe some tunes. So, I tie things together that sometimes other people don't see the threads interwoven. July 29th is also Mussolini's birthday. Benito used to stand on the balcony and shout fascist rhetoric and slogans and at his people. You know, he and Hitler, they were the two that took over. And somebody said this to me as we were getting into a discussion about Donald Trump here on Primary Day, as we talk about how terrifying the world is getting. That the way that Trump perches his chin up, his facial gesticulations, movements, mirror some of Mussolini's. And I haven't studied it that much. I have other reasons why Donald Trump creeps me out. But when you think about these faces and the metaphors and what they represent and what's the vitriol and all these negative, disconnecting themes, it's disconcerting for peaceful warriors like myself and others. Beatles children, all you need is love children. So maybe this, as Brian Wilson once said, I guess I just wasn't made for these times. It's very possible that several of us aren't, and our anxiety is collectively birthed by the climate of the planet right now. It's tough out there. So I've got tunes, and we'll connect the dots, as we always do here on Energize, Lonn Friend Podcast. So I'm going to start you off with this kind of rapturous, epic opus by the great Marillion called "The Man of a Thousand Faces," and then I'll be back and I'm going to read you some lyrics. So welcome.